She's lying there, eyes open, but she's not thinking about the man beside her. She's thinking about you, the man she's never touched, but can't get out of her head. And the truth is, she's not the only one. Every woman, no matter how polished, how independent, how controlled she appears, has a shadow. A part of her mind she'll never admit to anyone. A place where the rules don't apply. Where her desires aren't polite or politically correct, or even safe. This is the place she dreams of. When she's in the shower, when she's looking out the window, when she's pretending to listen. And if you don't know what this place is, if you don't know the kind of man who can reach it, you'll never hold her deeper than the man she's never even touched. Listen to me carefully. What I'm about to tell you isn't in books. It's not in dating advice videos. You won't hear it from her lips, even if she trusts you with her life. Because the truth is dangerous. It gives a man power that can't be faked. And once you know it, you can't unknow it. You want to know her dark fantasy. You want to know the real thing she's been dreaming of. It's not flowers. It's not candlelight. It's not being treated like a princess. It's something far more dangerous. And only a rare man can give it to her without losing himself. At her core, she dreams of a man she cannot control. A man whose presence is so unshakable that no charm, no beauty, no tears, no manipulation can bend him. In her day-to-day life, she controls everything. Her image, her career, her words. Men orbit around her, begging for approval. But in her shadow world, she dreams of a man who won't orbit her at all. A man who stands still while her world spins. A man who looks at her like he already knows every game she could play and isn't moved by it. That's the first layer. The frame she craves but will never say out loud. And this is where most men fail. They hear this and they think, all right, so I just need to act mysterious, be hard to get, and I'll become that man. Wrong. You can't act this. You can't fake the energy of a man who doesn't need her. You have to become him. And here's the truth. Becoming him isn't about women at all. It's about building a life so deep, so full, so anchored, that when she tries to pull you into her little storms, you simply don't move. Picture this. She's standing in front of you. Her eyes are testing you, not with words, but with silence. Every other man would rush to fill it. They'd compliment her, ask her questions, try to connect. But you just stand there, calm, observing. And in that silence, something dangerous happens. Her heartbeat quickens, her mind races. She starts to feel smaller. Not in a bad way, but in a way she's been craving. Because in that moment, she's not in control anymore. Here's what most men never understand. Her fantasy isn't about what you do to her body. It's about what you do to her mind. It's about that slow erosion of her defenses. That subtle dominance that doesn't need to raise its voice or flex its muscles. Her fantasy is to fall, to let go, to surrender her constant grip on the wheel. Because she's in the presence of a man she trusts more than her own control. That's the secret she hides behind her sharp edges and her independence. But here's the dangerous part. If you don't have the strength to hold this frame, If you break the moment you see her tears, or her beauty, or her anger, you will lose her respect forever. Because once she's tested your edges and found them soft, she'll never dream of you again. She might sleep beside you. She might even say she loves you. But in her shadow world, you're gone. Now, we go deeper. The deepest fantasy she has is not about dominance alone. It's about being seen. Not just her beauty, not just her body, but the part of her that even she's afraid to face. And the rare man who can look her in the eye, see that part and not flinch. That man becomes unforgettable because she knows he could destroy her with what he sees. But he doesn't. That's the tension she dreams of. The danger of being exposed, mixed with the safety of being held. So, how do you become that man? You start by cutting the cord of need. You stop chasing her approval like oxygen. You build a life, a purpose, so rich, so demanding, that she's not your focus. But she's intrigued by your focus. You learn to hold your silence, to look at her with calm, not hunger, to touch her with certainty, not hesitation. And most importantly, you learn to see her shadow without judgment. When she feels that, when she feels you see her, all of her, and still remain unmoved, she'll think of you in every quiet moment she has. Right now, there's a woman out there thinking about a man who's never even touched her. And if you don't become him, she'll never dream of you. So stop asking, what do women want? Start asking, what does her shadow crave? Because once you know the answer, you'll understand the truth. She doesn't dream of the man who pleases her. She dreams of the man who moves her. And if you become him, you'll live in her mind long after her eyes close.